And we have a big announcement, and then I'm going to pass it over to Caitlin because I obviously am not doing good at talking at all. So um, just a couple things first. Good morning, ladies. High five for everyone who's finished the 4 and is finishing this weekend. Like, major high five. Such an accomplishment. I was hoping Rusty would get on this morning because she got on with me at 6 and we finished together and like somehow pushed play at the exact same time. So we synced our entire workout and it was great. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many of programs you guys have completed in the past. I've probably done 10. But to finish, like start to finish, is such an amazing accomplishment. And to like, whether your transformation is physical or mental or nutritional or whatever it is, it's an amazing, amazing accomplishment to get through it and to be able to say, you know, I did this, and if I can do this, you can do it. And I think, like Rusty was saying this morning while we were working out, she's like, this has been the one program that has worked for me. Like, with, you know, 3 kids and a toddler and trying to balance everything and like nutrition and then not feeling guilty, you know, and like those of us that worked all the way through 80-day obsession, you know, trying to time your nutrition perfectly every day and then feeling guilty if you were off, or like, you know, having to follow the containers, and like this just completely simplified it. So being able to share that with other people, I think, is huge. And then having this whole month to kind of recap the hybrid calendar if anyone wants to work through it, and, you know, just share all those victories this whole month long, because anybody that has BOD will have access to it on October 1st. So if you're in the coach test group, make sure you go in there. Joel is doing a contest where you can submit your pictures or a video, and then they'll be posting all of them on Instagram next week, like for a chance to be in the Beachbody, you know, video or whatever. And then, of course, like you can submit your transformations to the Beachbody Challenge or your before and after pictures. And I think there's another contest that they're doing with challenge pack sales. I don't know what the details were. I was going to look it up yesterday, and then I just didn't have time to do that. So, so I would just check the coach, the Lift for Coach Test Group page, because there's some goodies in there. And then as far as that goes, like, we're good. Like, Lift 4, awesome. Rock it out. October 1st, we're going to start a new group. I personally am just going to keep my Lift 4 group and then just probably add people to it or move them all into my long-term group. But my goal this month is to get like a Lift 4. I have a Lift 4 success document that's like a Google Doc, but to just add more to that. So if somebody enrolls with Lift 4, we can just send them like a document that says, this is how you do nutrition, this is how you do workouts, and then just check into the group every day. And that way, I just feel like when there's too many groups, it's just not only chaos for people, but chaos for ourselves as coaches, you know, and the simpler we can make it, the better. So welcoming people in. There was a call in the Dream Team where, or maybe it was Beachbody Champions, she does this one universal group, and the like pinned post is a welcome. There's a document. She sends people an email when they join and then welcomes them in. Everybody from the group, you know, welcomes them in. This is our community. This is what you do. You follow your program calendar. You print it out. Like, you're responsible for your own program calendar. I'm not going to check in on you every day and make sure you're following your calendar. We're grown-ups. And follow your calendar and check into the group daily, and has created a community. So I think that's the direction that I'm going into the end of this year and next year, is just trying to move everybody into one location, you know, keeping one separate for 2B mindset and nutrition, and then keeping my fitness one going. So I'm probably going to take my Lift 4 people and move them into a long-term group. So anyway, I wanted to do our quick announcement. I know Melissa's running around and she's got chaos and stuff going on with kids, but I'm going to, you're good. So I'm going to do a quick screen share, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let you guys take a look at this image, and then, can you guys see my screen? Yeah? And then we're all going to scream and shout together. Oops. So, Super Saturday weekend, team retreat at the Vineyard. Whoop, whoop. So, no voice over here. So anyway, Melissa is there currently. She's on this morning to kind of answer any questions we have about that weekend and stuff. I also have I've put together I have a Google Doc sign-up sheet kind of thing that, you know, if you're going to come, sign up. We'll figure out as we go, like, what we're bringing and what we're doing and make an agenda and all that stuff. But yay! So we'll do Super Saturday, then we'll head down to the Vineyard for Saturday evening and go out to dinner, spend the evening together, get up in the morning, probably do a workout, maybe do some team stuff, I don't know, and then depart ways on Sunday. So it's happening. It's a thing. We're doing it. We're doing a team retreat. Yay! So anyone have any questions, or Melissa, do you want to say anything?
I'm unmuted. So I don't know. I don't have anything to say. Sorry. What, does anyone have any questions? I'm trying to make it so you can see, but it's really rainy and dreary out here today.
Melissa, is this your new property?
So the plan is, we don't know if the house is going to be ready on the new property yet. So the plan is to stay at the guest house on the at the Vineyard, and then if the new property is ready, we'll stay there. But I don't know if it's going to be. So we're just all going to share that house, and we're going to have lots of blow beds and have a lot of close quarters. But we'll take a tour of the Vineyard, and then we'll take a tour of the new property. It's right down the street.
Awesome.
And then we could like go do a wine tasting in town if we want, maybe, and at the store, like, and then maybe go. There's a good restaurant right up the street. We could go to dinner, so we don't have to like cook and do the whole thing. That's sort of what I thought would be. I mean, Ashley kind of talked about it. We thought that would kind of be fun, and then we could bring yoga mats, maybe do yoga or something on Sunday morning, because we're not all going to be able to do weights, obviously, unless everyone wants to bring weights, which sounds terrible.
Ashley can teach us some insanity, and Kelly.
Oh yeah, we could do insanity.
Yeah.
Yes. Insanity at the Vineyard. That's awesome.
Melissa, do you want to like flip your phone around or whatever? You can. Or I don't know if you've got views there. Oh, there's Michaela. Michaela, can you hear us?
What did I just miss?
Are you there?
Wait, where are you going? Is she? Oh, she's muted.
Yeah.
I gotta go back inside and check my.
Oh, it's raining. It's like terribly
Yeah.
raining.
And I can't go outside because I'm on my computer. Maybe you could see.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
So beautiful.
Yes.
So Michaela, team retreat at the Vineyard, October 20th, October 21st, after Super Saturday.
Okay, so Super Saturday's on that Saturday, and then we're going to the winery afterwards.
Yes.
Got it. All right. Got a lot of blowjobs to give between now and then.
A lot of what?
You heard me. Mouth hug.
Okay, I did hear you. I did hear you. No, my kids are inside. Okay.
Ah, there's coffee in my mouth, you jerk! There's what in your mouth? Coffee! Coffee! I did that to somebody yesterday in my cup club. Whoops. All right.
Yay. So,
Yay! Okay, I'm going to
exciting
mute
stuff.
myself because my
Amanda,
kids.
did you catch that? We're going to the Vineyard after Super Saturday. Yeah. So Melissa and I are going to try to put some stuff together. I'm going to grab a couple of you guys to kind of help out with some organization as well. We've got, a month and a couple of weeks to make it happen, and put maybe a rough agenda together, but this is open to our entire team. So, anybody that wants to come is invited and welcome. Probably not gonna suggest bringing challengers too, just because, unless they're a coach. If they're a discount coach, that's fine. But we can't open it up to 50 people, unfortunately. But yay! So we'll have together to relax and drink wine and do things with other people in person and not on Zoom calls. So yay! So more details to come, but we just wanted to put that out today and just share the excitement because it's exciting. So anyway.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you going to actually do Beachbody related building activities, or are we just going to get drunk and take our shirts off and dance?
Like last time, that's what we did.
I just need to know. So I know how much ibuprofen to bring for the next day.
Right. We danced to Petey Pablo and just drank copious amounts of wine, and it was.
And I think I tried to show you guys my boobs. I don't know. It was
I think we did. There was some fondling. So yeah, we may do something business related or not. We'll see. So I am done talking for the day. My voice is almost gone. So I'm going to turn it over to Caitlin and just let her share what's on her heart with all of us. So grab a pen, take some notes, ask questions, and all right, take it away, lady.
Don't take notes, guys. It's okay. But no, if you want to talk your way through this with me, don't feel like you're going to interrupt what I'm saying. Ashley just asked me if I would get on with everybody this morning to talk about being yourself. And the first image that came to my mind was the scene in Aladdin where the genie gets into Prince Ali Ababa's ear and he's like, be yourself. So take that little image with you through this with us. I'm knocking everything over. So I think one of the biggest things for me, I've only been coaching since April, but have been a part of Beachbody for a little over 4 years now. And I think the biggest thing that we keep hearing is that this business is all about connecting with people and how to connect with people. And all of the calls that we're hearing, whether it's coming from Beachbody or it's a dream team, whatever it is, we are hearing about making these connections. And for myself anyway, I was going back through sort of looking at my customer base. And I know that the people that have become customers for me are the people that I don't just have those surface level connections with. The, hey girl, really like your shirt, where'd it come from kind of stuff. Those are not the people who have signed on with me as a customer or as a coach. The people that have signed on with me are people who share the same interests as I do and who share the same ridiculous sense of humor as I do and aren't afraid to just do what they're going to do. So in these connections and in what we're putting out there on social media, we have to focus on being ourselves. We've heard that 100,000 times. But actually doing that can be really hard because we live in the day and age of Pinterest where we're pulling other people's ideas for what we want, where everybody's all over Instagram and Facebook posting their highlight reels, their great ideas, all these things. And it's really easy to lose our own sense of self because we're trying to be like somebody else. And if you continue to try to be like somebody else, you're going to do a really great job attracting their tribe, but you're not going to attract your own. And then when those people start interacting with you, you're going to spend more of your time focusing on how to, behave according to the facade that you have set up instead of just getting down and dirty with these people and actually making a meaningful connection with them. So I have no problem being myself. Y'all have been around me long enough to know I don't ask questions. I do what I'm going to do. Judge me if you want to. I don't care. So I was trying to think about, the things that I have done in the last couple of years that have helped me feel secure in what I'm doing, because it's so easy to spend our entire lives going, what are people going to think? Oh my gosh, does this look okay? I'm not sure if I said this correctly. Whatever. We can spend our whole lives worrying about that. So there are three things that I came up with, and they're kind of ridiculous, but just ride the wave right along with me. So the first thing that I realize I do is that I'm so deeply in touch with my inner child. I mean, it is rare that you'll catch me having a rough day. When you catch me having a rough day, it's bad and I need help. So if you ever see me, SOS, come and find me, help me out. We have to find those things that we can't help but laugh, giggle, smile, guffaw over. And it doesn't matter how ridiculous those things are. If they make you happy, that's a part of you. That's a part of who you are. We have to find those things. So for me, it's Broadway musicals, which my husband hasn't taken me to, not even once, which breaks my heart. And I'm going to go talk to him after this about that, because that was number one on my list. Girls' nights, hiking and being out in nature, kids, and big crowds. I love a big crowd. Like, I'm a showgirl. I will play, I will put it on and love it. Those are the things that make me happiest and give me the most energy. And if I can tap into those things on what I'm posting on social media, other people will feel that energy from me. So if you're super into crafting, knitting, reading, whatever those things are, that's you. And those are the things that are going to help you attract your tribe. We have to loosen up a little bit. Like, it's okay to just laugh and have fun and be stupid and play. Just do like Elsa and let it go. It's fun. Just be a child. It's not about adulting all the time. Adulting needs to be a little bit fun. And so that's the first thing. Connect with your inner child, please, for the love of God. The other thing that I have really worked on in the last year is that I am much more aware of my own thought process. And I realize you guys know nothing about last school year other than sort of what I've kind of put out there in my posts. But last school year was toxic. There's no other word to describe it but toxic. Everyone around me was negative. My thought process was negative. It was awful, like this close to wanting to quit my job and run away. Honest to God, it was terrible. So I started doing some reading and some research, and I'm a psychology, my bachelor's degree is in psychology. And we as humans are predisposed to negativity. It's called the negativity bias. Go ahead and Google it. And there's some ridiculous standard, like we can experience a negative thing one time and remember it. And in order to remember a positive thing, we have to be exposed to it 30 times or something ridiculous. It's bananas. So for us, it's really easy to get into that negativity loop and to focus on it. And it's easy to connect with people over negativity because it's this like horrible snowballing thing. So we all have to be more aware of our own thought process. You have to own that. And once you sort of break out of your negativity bias, you will begin to notice those things that make you feel like a little kid again, to connect with your inner child, because those are the things that we can all share. I even put it out there to my team at school. I told them at the end of last year what I was going through mentally. I told them what I was prepared to avoid and disengage from this year. And I think spending the summer focusing on that and writing into school sort of helped me focus on the positivity. And sometimes it's obnoxious that I will be annoyingly positive and I will be the person who's like, woo, we can do this. It's going to be fine. But once you practice that, it just sort of comes naturally and you begin to believe it too, which sounds like mumbo jumbo, but living proof here, friends, it will work. So acknowledge those negative thoughts, think about why you're having them, what's the root of them, because a lot of times our initial reaction is not actually what we mean. There's something more deep-seated than that. And if you pay attention to your reactions to certain things, you may realize that you're harboring resentment towards someone because of something they did to you, for you, from you a long time ago. So get in touch with your inner child, be more aware of your own thought processes, and follow your freaking gut. It may lead you down a black hole and you will get stuck for a little while, but fail forward, friends. We've heard it 100 times too. Fail forward. It's okay. Because if you're not trusting your own gut, you're not doing things the way that you should be doing them. If you're following somebody else's gut, you're doing it their way. And you may get halfway there, but you're not really that excited about it. It's not as much fun as you thought it was going to be. It isn't as rewarding as you thought it was going to be. Whatever. You have to follow what's inside of you. And just let the other stuff go. Stop caring about what other people think. You have to be unapologetically you. When you go shopping, how many times do you stand in the mirror in TJ Maxx, because, that's my jam. You stand in the mirror at TJ Maxx and you're looking at something and your gut reaction is, yeah, I like this. And then your head sort of kicks in and you're like, ooh, but it's not really on trend, or I'm not sure about this pattern, or whatever the thing is. Put that stuff away. If you like it, buy it. Who cares what other people think? If you want to cut all your hair off, do it. Who cares what other people think? If you want to throw yourself a dance party in the middle of your classroom when your kids are there and your principal's walking by, do it. Because those are the things that are making you happy. So we have to be aware of the things that we do that make us happy, and we can't care about it. You can't have that second guessing over the things that you like. The insert negative word here thing. That I wrote that down. The things you like don't make you insert negative word here. Like weird, odd, dumb, stupid, whatever those negative things are. Put that away. The things you like make you, you. The things you like attract your track, not mine. I should be attracting different people than everybody else. Nobody's like this. Nobody's this hot mess. It's not. So being genuine, being true to you, doing it your way, that's how your people will come to you. That's where your connections will be built from. It's fine to get ideas from what other people are doing. I mean, sure, I watch people's stories and I'm like, yes, that sounded really good. So take that, mix it up a little bit, and make it your own. We just be confident, my friends. Bill poured my coffee in my mug this morning, my Be Confident mug, just because he knew, because he's supportive of all of this. So I can come off of my soapbox now. Stop trying to be somebody else. Just be you. We love you for being you. We support you for being you. Your tribe will love you for being you. So cheers, friends. Happy Saturday. Be you! Cheers, friends.
I love you.
Hey, what was the name of that? What was the name of that thought process you said?
Negativity bias. Google that.
I am going to.
So
And as you start to realize it, you'll be like, yes, this is actually true. That's why those gratitude journals work. Because when you sit down and you focus on the positive and you write it down, you're experiencing that positive feeling again. That's why you begin to remember those things. And that's why it works. We got to focus on the positive, friends. It's good. So, yeah. It's done.
That was lovely.
What's up, friends?
That was lovely. Thank you.
I just shared something in our team page. It was like this Amy Weatherly, I don't even know who she is. Somebody shared it about her and her husband driving and coming across a car accident and the traffic was really backed up. Basically, I just posted it in the team page. But basically, moral of the story is that we need to stop watching other people's lives and start living our own lives, and how much you miss out because you're so absorbed in theirs. And to just add the negativity part is like absolutely draining. I work for a man who is like the most negative person in the world, which is why I'm so like inspired to go back to school and to get out of there, because I can't, like, I literally wake up every morning in a great mood, and then within minutes of me getting to work, it's completely sucked out of me. And that over the past year, because I know it's my situation, I know that's where I'm at, I don't let him bring me down anymore. I literally have had the biggest breakdowns because of him. But now when he starts getting that way, I'm just like, if you don't like it, change it. You're the only person that can change it. What's your solution? And, you know, it's so true. They can literally, you have the choice that they can either bring you down, and I'm watching him bring all these other people down, or you rise above it and you create your own positive space. So like, I light candles at work, and I play like Lindsey Sterling radio at work, and I ignore him and I walk away as much as I can, because I know that that's my, you know, it's my choice. I either let him bring me down or I stay afloat. So it's so true.
And you can't care about what other people think of you when you walk away. It's that we have to defend ourselves. We have to play defense sometimes. And walking away from a conversation may be difficult, but it's also probably worth it in the end, because it's you can't spend all of your energy focusing on the negative. That's where you're going to live, and it's awful down there.
It's horrible. And he literally spends his time talking about other people in such a negative way that it makes me sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't be a part of that anymore. So Melissa knows a lot of my story too. She's been around me for long enough, and so I'm going back to school. But it's so true. I love you. Great message.
I love you. Yeah, I mean, we all can probably think of one, if not a handful of people who, anytime, you know, there's adversity, that their first reaction is, I hate this, this sucks, this is garbage, whatever, instead of looking at adversity and attacking it from a place of and it doesn't even have to be positivity, but just from like a growth mindset. I'm sick of growth mindset, but from that viewpoint, I mean, it's your choice, man. It's your life, your mental health. We're for the most part in charge of it. Some of it is brain chemistry, and there are meds for that and therapy for that. But we are very much in charge of our own mental health and can do things to avoid the crap.
Does anyone have any questions for Caitlin? Anyone want to ask Caitlin anything? Can we do like an ask anything? Like anything at all?
Ask anything.
What's your favorite Broadway musical?
It is a toss-up between Rent, because I love Rent, and Les Mis, because that was the first live show I ever saw. The first show I knew all the words to. Yeah. But I haven't seen Wicked, because Bill LaVine won't take me to a show.
I won't, yeah, Luke won't do any of those things. So I'm like that. I think I'm blessed with 3 daughters because they all love musicals, and we go and see things like at the Muni and stuff. But I haven't seen Wicked either, and I want to see that one.
That was my big bonus for the gift from my parents, was a lifetime subscription to the Broadway series here in Cincinnati. And so from 7th through 12th grade, my mom and I went to every single show that came through town. And then we stopped when I went to college. And just last year, she was like, why aren't we still doing this? I'm like, I don't know, because I didn't want to ask again, but I'll go.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Anybody else have anything?
Ashley, I might have a question for you about the sneak peek into coaching group. You had sent a file that I believe came from the Rising Stars group. It was like those pineapples, you know, and you click in the picture, and then so I was like getting that all set up yesterday, but I'm wondering what else do you put in that group? Because right now it's just a photo album.
Right.
Like, or do you roll those out daily, like into a week-long group? How are you organizing that? Or
I just
how do you use it?
My sneak peek group. I have so we've done 2 now. So like got one with Deidre's team that I've done, and then like I think a couple other people have done a video in there. Amanda's done a video, Caitlin's done a video in there. Did anybody else do a video for that group? So miscellaneous videos. I do like, I welcome new coaches. As I sign a new coach, I make like an image and I'm like, you know, welcome so-and-so to our team. And I post that in there so other people that are in there can see like other people are joining. And then I usually go live every other week or so. And I'll post about it. I'll do invites to it on social media and I'll invite to it. And then I just keep some of those videos in there, and then, or I'll delete the content. And I don't put a ton of time and effort into there because I usually like do, you know, breadcrumb posts to get people into that group for a live video. So like if I do a live video, it's like every 2 weeks. I was going to do one this past Thursday night. Obviously I didn't have a voice. So I'm going to do it like from Orlando next week. As far as other content though, like transformation pictures are great to put in there. Team victories are great to put in there. Income type victories, like little things like that. In mine, I have like an income progression from several other coaches who have done income progression, and it doesn't specifically say like, this is how much money I make, but it's like, these are things that my Beachbody income has helped me pay for and helped me afford. So I think like those types of things in there, because some people don't want to coach to be a millionaire. Some people want to coach because they want to pay their groceries. Deidre's image has a typo. The income one, I'm sure it does. Like, I'm not surprised about that. But yeah, like little things, you know, this month I paid my car payment type things, you know, like, because there's a lot of people that may want to coach, but they don't have all of the time to do a full-time thing. So they need to know that like, this isn't an all or nothing thing. You know, like you can do this for an extra few $100s a month. Or if you really like Shakeology and you're not able to afford it, let me show you how to make it affordable. Or let me at least cut the price in half for you if you can help one person a month, you know? So I think those kind of things in there that just show people.
Right. So how long do you keep that group open?
Forever. So I invite people to it all year long. So right now I have it 2018. And I try to change it up every couple months. Like I did, you know, when we went to Indy, I did like Indy specific stuff. And then I just like last month I did like a workshop about teaching people how to build a business in, you know, an hour a day or whatever. So I'm going to do more like workshop stuff the rest of this year. Same thing with Christmas. Like when it gets closer to the holidays, I'm going to talk about how you can, you know, afford Christmas or, you know, pay for Christmas with your Beachbody income and how, so kind of, I did a back to school one like a couple of weeks ago. Oh, you're muted.
So you just have those little pineapple images, whatever, that you click on. Those are all just in a photo album, and then you just add other content in there?
Yeah, I do. And I don't add a ton of content in there regularly. Like I might do something in there once a month. Now that we're done with Lift 4, I'm going to go throw some transformations and stuff in there just for some people to see. And I just keep that group open. If I have somebody interested, I just put them in there and I tell them like, hey, my next live video in here is going to be such and such date, but there's some good content in here you can go back through. And then tag them in that photo album or just tell them like, you know, any common questions you have, like these are some answers to those.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Yeah. Anybody else? I came across something the other day. I can't remember what it was, but they were talking about instead of saying like I have a circle of friends or like, you know, the circle of whatever, that it's more like a horseshoe because a circle is closed off. And with a horseshoe, it's still open. So that way you can still welcome people in. And as women, as moms, as coaches, taking that mindset that like, I don't want to bring people into my circle because I don't want anyone to ever feel like they're excluded or closed out. So taking the mindset that like, I want, you know, my team, my groups, my like social media presence to be of a horseshoe. So that way people are always, no matter what their needs are, they're always welcome here. Whether they need support, you know, weight loss, nutrition, or just like a hand to hold. That Beachbody Champions video, she talked about, I just lost my train of thought. Women always wanting to be invited to something, and how we've turned into kind of a society of like criticizing and critiquing, and like somebody posts a picture of themselves breastfeeding and then other people tear it down, or somebody posts a picture of their kid bottle feeding and then other people tear it down, or people criticize, you know, moms criticize other moms for, you know, making certain decisions about raising their children, and you know, just ridiculous things like that that don't matter, that other people's opinions don't matter. And I like that she said that she approaches her invites and her business growth with a mindset of women like to feel welcomed, they like to feel included, and they like to feel invited to something, and they like to feel like they belong. And I can tell you guys personally, like, I struggled with self-confidence. I struggled with trying to fit in, trying to like be somebody that I wasn't, trying to be a people pleaser for a lot of years of my life. And it sucks. And that's like really just damaging for your mental status, to try to be something that you're not all the time. And you know, stemming from what Caitlin said about just being yourself, it's totally true. Like, it's so hard to try to be something you're not, because you're trying to do that all of the time. When you can just be yourself, you don't have to stress about it, because you're just being you and doing you and not giving a crap about what other people think. And I was always like, the first couple of years of coaching, I was like, I don't want to like cuss too much, because somebody's going to see my cuss words and like judge me, you know, or like, I don't want to put the F word in my, you know, like, and I mean, that's silly, but like, that's who I am. Like, I say bad words sometimes. And like, you know, sometimes like I'm a grammar like crazy person, and like I really need to like take extra time to edit my post, because I don't want my, you know, comma to be in the wrong place, you know, and then somebody thinks that you know, and like, really, come on. But that's who I am, and I embrace it, and I don't care, you know. And like and that early on, the first year or so of my coaching career, kind of held me back, because I was trying to type things perfectly and trying to make, you know, and now I'm like, who cares? Like, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I do. And same thing with anxiety. Like, ever since I've embraced my anxiety and started sharing that with other people, I've met so many amazing women who not necessarily are on our team or in my groups or anything like that, but that I've just connected with through social media, that check on each other. You know, we check on each other every now and then, and that can always say like, hey girl, I saw you were stressed today, I hope you have a good day, you know. And like, people in your life that make you feel good. So embrace the suck and share that with other people, and let other people know that they're not alone. Be a horseshoe, be yourself. So I don't have anything else for you guys. I need to go rest my voice. Does anybody else want to add anything?
Not coaching related.
Does anyone else want to add anything about the retreat? Share your excitement level. I'm really excited, guys. Like, if I can go be with awesome chicks and drink wine, even if it's for like 12 hours, like that's my jam. I'm excited. And like, drink coffee in the morning. Yes.
Hot coffee.
Yes.
Hot coffee in the morning.
Yes.
Without making a lunch or someone else's breakfast at the same time. Yes, I'm in.
And like, and just pee. Like, not have somebody come talk to you while you pee. Like, and I can't wait for that.
It's the little things in life.
Yes.
Although I may come knock on the door just to give you a hard time.
Come on in, girl. I don't even care. If it's adult conversation, it's welcome. All right, y'all.
Where is the vineyard?
It's like an hour.
It's in Washington, Missouri. So it's about an hour and 15 minutes from St. Charles. It's about an hour from downtown. It's an hour from South County. It's out 44 west. Like if you go past.
I live in Ohio, girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's in St. Louis, okay?
Perfect. Sounds great.
Well, I think you're coming from, is it at Ameristar?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be about an hour and 15 minutes probably. I'd have to map it for sure from there, but that's what it is from my house. So it's about the same distance from there. So we just got our first batch of wine, and it's so good. It's seriously, it's so good. Like, I don't even have to pretend like I like it because I like every single one. It's awesome. It's so good.
Will we be able to have it while we're there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know you guys weren't like selling it publicly, like I didn't.
Yeah, we're not, because we're worried about running out.
Yeah, especially with us coming that weekend. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys are out of wine. Sorry.
We're going to have a little bit. We're going to have to bring your own something.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited.
Melissa, unrelated, but did you see my text that I sent you the other day?
You know what? I have a phone number. I have a new phone number. Nope.
Okay.
I didn't.
I was like, so weird. He didn't respond.
I'm so sorry. I need to put another post on Facebook about having a new phone number. Let me text you right now.
No, that's okay. It's like a wedding venue question. So
Okay.
for a friend. So not related to this. So I won't talk about it now. But
Okay.
will you message me your new number so I can text you?
Wait, where's Kayla?
She's right there.
Oh,
Where's Kayla?
See, there she is.
all right.
Okay, thank you.
Let's take a pick and then we'll wrap it. You guys ready? Oh, lighting. Okay, ready?
Okay.
No, didn't get it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. That was good. Okay. All right, gals. Well, have a good weekend. I'll share more information about the retreat and stuff, and we'll just coordinate as we go. So, all right. Thanks, guys, for getting on. Happy Saturday. Bye.
Hey, happy Saturday.
Thanks.